morning, all empathic sensitive souls. Happy Monday. Happy last week of the year. I can't believe it. It's been a full year. 2025 was sure topsy-turvy. I am on late today because I'm not working today, so I got to sleep in. And I have my favorite cup of coffee. It's something caramel, and of course I put some International Delightful sweet creamer in it because I like a little coffee with my cream. So this morning I drew a card and it is the Heal the Ouch. It is such a cute card. It reminds me of Beatrix Potter and the rabbit. Oh my gosh, Peter Rabbit. My mind just went blank. Forgiveness is a healer of the soul. And at the last week of the year, we don't want to bring all the drama and the trauma and the BS into 2026. So we want to release and let go, and we want to heal the things that hurt us. We want to forgive ourselves first and foremost for what we've been through. And it's okay to have gone through stuff. That's what makes us human. But we need to forgive ourselves. We're learning, we're growing, we're healing. We need to forgive ourselves. And then we work on forgiving our part in everybody else's lives that may have stirred up the drama and the trauma. And can we forgive them? Sometimes we can't, and that's okay too. This is a time of great soothing for the heart, body, soul, and mind, as this card indicates that healing will be prevalent in your life now. Perfect time to do it at the end of the year so we don't bring it into 2026. If you feel drawn to study healing arts, you'll be successful in developing your capacity to restore wellness to others. You're being called to change your behaviors in order to heal yourself, to heal the earth. Less meat, cruelty-free diet, water usage, electricity usage. You're asked to be conscious of your footprint on the sacred earth and all of life and to commit to the healing path. And also may be an indicator of old wounds and bonds that need to be mended. Reconciliations are possible. Let bygones be bygones. And sometimes we can, and sometimes we can't. And we're all okay with that. Because somebody tells you, well, that's family. You need to connect with your family. You need to be there. It's your family. But sometimes our family is our worst enemy, right? So it's okay to release and let go of the toxic family members, because you have your family by blood, by birth, and you're stuck with them. But you also have your soul family, your soul tribe, your friends that are there to support you and help you and push you forward. That sometimes our blood family isn't really family, and they're not good for our soul, for our growth. And that's okay. So heal the ouch. What do you want to work on healing? Now, I have some physical things I need to work on. I need to work on my diet. I need to work on my strength. I need to work on muscle. I need to work on exercise. But I also need to work on not bringing those low vibrational feelings with me into the new year. The struggle that I have at work, to release and let that go. And I have to do it on a daily basis. When I get done with work, man, I tell you, right? Release it and let it go. And I do talk about it with friends, and we commiserate on how horrible their job is and how horrible my job is. And it's not the job, it's just the energy and the people and the way it's structured and the management and the greed, and it's not just my job. It's rampant across the world, I swear. But the more I talk about it, the more prevalent it becomes and the bigger problem it is for me. So I rant about it, and then I try to just let it go and not worry about it, not harp on it, because the more I worry and harp and rant and rave about it, the more it shows up, because that's what I'm asking or talking and telling, and the universe is like, oh, I hear you, here, let's give you more of that. So I'm trying to switch my mindset on talking and speaking and acting in faith. Isn't that what the card was last week or the week before? Act in faith. Listen, take it in, and act on it. So I'm trying to act in happiness. How do we do that? I smile. Way back when, in a job I had, they gave us little mirrors, and we had to stick them on our monitor. And when we answered the phone, we had to look in the mirror and smile, because people on the other end could hear whether we were smiling or not. And if we're smiling when we answer, it makes their life so much nicer. It makes our life so much nicer. And I tested it out because I used to have to talk to our vendors a lot, because we're missing invoices. Did you send us a product? We show it received, but I don't have an invoice for it. It's like, if you don't want to get paid, but of course we have to close the books, right? And so I would talk to the vendors, and I can't tell you how many times I'm chatting and I'm giggling and I'm telling stories as they're looking up information. And by the end of the call, they're like, oh my gosh, this was the best call of the month. You are just awesome. I said, well, if you ever need a pick-me-up, just give me a call. I'm usually here. And it made their day so much better. And they went and told their boss, oh my gosh, these people at this job, they're amazing. And it goes a long way to, even if it's just accounting department, helps build the bridges, and the company then is more willing to work with you. Hey, I missed this invoice. Can I still get a 10% discount? Oh, well, here, let me check. Yeah, take that discount. You're good. Now, if I was a snarky, not so nice person, what would they say? No, you missed the cutoff. Too bad. Too bad, so sad. Right? But because we have a good rapport with people, things are smoother. So I try to have a good rapport. I try to bring that smile. I try to bring the happiness. And I have to look at myself in the mirror when I'm by myself, and I'm like, oh, look at that face. We got to smile. Smile! Or if I call and talk to my great niece, hey, we're going to go shopping today. And then today comes around, and I'm like, it is only a high of 19 degrees, and it is windy, and it is cold, and there is ice under the snow, because we got, I don't know how much rain we got yesterday. And then the temperature dropped, and oh my gosh, did it get cold. So I canceled an appointment this morning, and I'm like, well, how about we go tomorrow? We'll go shopping tomorrow. It's supposed to be in the 20s tomorrow, because I don't want to get stuck in a snowdrift on the highway, because the wind is blowing so bad. And it's chilly in the house. So, but I'm talking to her, and I'm sad because we're not going shopping. And she's got some money from Christmas that's burning a hole in her pocket. And I said, well, we can go on Tuesday. And if Tuesday doesn't work, we can go either Wednesday morning before all the stores close for New Year's Eve, or we can go the following weekend. It's not like we're never going shopping again. Oh, yeah. But of course, she wants to go while she's off of school so she can find something fun to play with. Oh, the furnace is running, and now I'm getting stuffy. I better have a cup of hot Joe. But trying to put a positive spin on it, so she's not worried. Because what kid needs to worry when they're on vacation, right? Christmas vacation. Heal the ouch. I took a class yesterday with a friend of mine, and she is amazing in that she knows, she's been there, she's been through it. And for you to recognize what are your negative self-talks. And I wrote a bunch down. Because, I used to be the queen of negative self-talk. I would have myself in tears by the time I got into work, because I would always negative self-talk to me in the car as I'm driving. And all it was reliving over and over and over and over again the injustices that family members or friends or coworkers had done to me. And I finally got to the point of when I started working and healing myself that their opinion doesn't matter. It's what I think about myself. And the words that come out of my mouth about myself carry more weight and are more important than what any of them could ever have said or done to me. Now, that doesn't mean that I still don't think about it, and sometimes it gets a rise out of me and I get a little snarkety about it. But for the most part, by healing myself and working on those emotions, I don't go down that path, the spiral pit of despair, as I call it. And then she told us in this class, she's like, well, I need you to add one thing that you can do for your life, for you, on a daily basis that will flip the script, that will change how you think and talk about yourself. Now, I talk to a lot of ladies, and, the majority of us are between 40 and 80. It's a great age group, I like to think. And we've all been through it or are going through it and are either in the midst or on the other side of it. And the ones that have got to the other side of the drama and the trauma and have worked on healing themselves is I put sticky notes by my mirror as I'm getting ready in the morning. And I glance at those notes, and there's times I roll my eyes and it's like, this is ridiculous. But I look at them and I say them out loud. You are amazing. That's why the mantras was so important to me, is because I look at that list and it's tacked up. It was right above my desk here at home. And I look at them in the morning, and sometimes it'd bring me to tears because I did not feel amazing. But I said it out loud anyways. When I'm at work, I'll glance at it. And it's on a, what do you call them things where you stack your paper on so you can type? I don't know what they're called. And I would look at it, glance at it, and you know what? Gosh darn it, I'm right. Now, do I have to be right? No, but I'm right about me. I am amazing. Another friend of mine, she puts sticky notes on her door. As she goes out the door every morning, she waits for a bus that is right outside of her door, which is amazing. Like, what great place for a bus stop. And she reads them. And it sets her on the path. You too can do this. You are smart. You are beautiful. You've got this. It's a great day to have a great day. Now, on my way to work, of course, I'm chanting that there's no deer or possums or raccoons or squirrels or skunks or cows on the road, that the road is clear, that there's, no living thing in my path, that I am safe, that the vehicles traveling with me, ahead of me, behind me, or coming at me, we're all safe. Just to keep my own sanity. And I focus on I am safe. And I get to work and I hold my energy. I'm holding my energy. And I'm chanting this to myself out loud in the car. When I get to work, it's more in my head, under my breath, because people, there's people that kind of look at you strange, but they look at me strange anyway, so what's new? But I'm working on healing the ouch, because I don't want to bring that into 2026. The last, how many years has just been a trial and tribulation and drama and trauma stacked on. And 2025, that's like a breaking point. We got to flip this around. 2026 is going to be a great year. Now, do things happen? My niece and I were commenting that things happen to us that we may not be happy about at the time they're happening, but in the long run, when we look back on those traumas or dramas that happen, it put us on the right path. It changed where we were going. It made us aware. We worked on healing the ouch because of that, and it changed our trajectory. It changed us. And as an old teacher always said, your family, and some of them, especially the ones you don't get along with, or not that you don't get along with them, but that, oh, I tell you, they're pushing the buttons. They're your greatest teachers and your greatest healers. Heal the ouch. Work on healing yourself so you're not dragging it with you. I don't know about you, but I'm tired of carrying all the baggage. I want to put it down. Somebody else can carry it because I don't want that anymore in my life. Now, once you work on healing yourself, are you fully healed forever and always? Sure, if you want to be, but things always come up. And I find that as I'm healing, old wounds start popping up, but you're looking at them from a different perspective because you've healed quite a bit. And you got to look back and, oh, well, it bothers me, but not as bad. Let me work on healing that emotion now. Let me work on healing how I feel about it now. And we keep going, and we keep going. And as we heal ourselves, those people around us also benefit from our healing. Heal the ouch one at a time. Or as I like to do it, one big gamut in one session, and woo! There we go. I hope you all have a fantastic week. I may or may not be on Wednesday. It all depends on the excitement of Tuesday shopping with my great niece, because I'm sure the stores are going to be insane. I've got to do my grocery shopping. She's not out for groceries. She's out to see what she can score for sales after Christmas. I don't blame her. I got her those little itty bitty rubber bands that you somehow hook together, link together, and make a bracelet. Well, I got her a pack of that. It's a great big box. And so she's been working on that. But I think she wants a book or instructions on how to make other things besides bracelets, because there was no instruction manual with it, because it wasn't very expensive. So we're on the lookout, and we're shopping, and we're going to be hitting, I don't know what stores, but I know I have to end up at the grocery store at the very end. And spending time with her helps heal the ouch, because it gives me the opportunity to give love to someone and show them what I wasn't when I was a child. And it is healing for me, because when I think about it, and even when I'm in it, it is, if I was her, if I was that child, how would I want to be talked to? How would I want people to respond and act towards me? And it's very healing. It's very therapeutic. I hope they, again, have a fantastic week. I may or may not be on Wednesday. I may or may not be on Friday. It all depends on how the week unfolds. Take care, everyone. Remember, work on healing the ouch. As an intuitive emotional healer, if you need help working on the ouches, let me know. Drop me a comment, send me an email, direct message me. I am here to help. Let's go into 2026. Start it off on the right foot. Heal yourself. Work on healing yourself. Raise the vibration of yourself and everyone around you, including the planet, and let's make this an awesome place, an awesome society. Even though there's struggles and trials and tribulations, our own little world, we can create happiness and harmony. I hope that ends on a positive note for you. Have a great rest of your week. I will check in hopefully later. It depends on how it goes. You never know, the new year might be wild. I have no plans, but you never know what may come up. Take care, everyone. Bye for now.